Hello everybody, welcome to another spooky Halloween stream. Everybody in the chat who's talking about how good this music is 100% correct. I've been jamming to it quietly here alone in my room. It's really good. I've played a lot of indie horror, as you can imagine. The sound design is not always the first thing that is in consideration. So the fact that this music slaps really excites me. So we're playing Layers of Fear. It's by Blooper Games. They also did the Blair Witch game that came out last year. I think it came out last year, which I played a lot of but never finished, which is my bad. But I'm really excited that to play this one because I've heard really good things. It's not too long. I've heard it's like 2 to 3 hours long, so I think we're going to play about an hour of it today, and then we'll finish up probably tomorrow, maybe, to see how we feel. This is the in-game music, guys. I wish I had this music. I wish I had the rights to stream this music. No, this is just the actual game music, which is amazing. Game's about 2 to 3 hours long is what I'm hearing, or what I have read, so, well, you heard it again. Okay. I'm gonna turn down my volume. Music slaps, but it's too loud. Okay. Alright, you guys ready to get spooky? Okay. It's happening, it's loading. It's loading the spooks. It's loading the creeps and the startles. Loading the jump scares. There's nothing.
How you must feel.
They're talking.
Lost,
I'm sorry.
Alone. Hopeless.
Can you guys
You
hear
probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. Interesting. Portrait of Dorian Gray, a great hook for, I think, a horror game. Because that book slaps. I'm sorry, we were just talking about, there was some slaps discourse I saw in the chat. I'll try to refrain from saying it. That book humps. Said what I said. Okay. I love this art. This is very evocative. I'm hoping that there will be some good spooky art in this. Oh, I like it. It honks. I like it honks. Ooh, okay. So this looks like, this is probably like for your bike. You attach this to your bike, right? And that's where you put your water bottle. That's probably what that is, right? How do I get out of looking at this? Okay. Oh, see? Completely unrelated to the muzzle that we just found. It's a color. Long date? Long date mulligan? I'm sort of hoping playing this will convince me to circle back to... Ooh, lightning. I'll circle back to Blair Witch. Because I did enjoy it. It had some really interesting mechanics. Dear sir, we would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectful woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. All of our employees that visited the house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind. As such, decided not to act further with any prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next memo will be for worse. Okay. Ah, that's nice. Ooh. Superior old bourbon whiskey. Well, I regret not drinking bourbon tonight. I'm just drinking red wine. The spookiest drink. Okay, can't seem to turn that over. I was hoping there would be something written on the back. Ooh. Cigars. Nothing. Nothing. Can I crouch? No. Some empty hat boxes. Whoop. Whoa. An artist's triumph. Oh, the art is the thing. Gallery opening wows critics. Some call him the new Caravaggio, others compare him to Van Eyck, and one awestruck critic wishes to remain unnamed. And it's hard to evoke the Grosseria Leonardo. Anyway, you slice it, fry it. Oh, the name has been crossed out. The artist himself intended to get in company of his beautiful fiancée. Stunning. Interesting. Some old papers. Some dominoes. Sir, I didn't touch the workshop just like you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. That, I appreciate the passive aggressiveness of that. Have a nice day. I also love the streaks of paint here. It's very ominous. But that door's locked, so I can't go there. There's an open door over there. Oh, I can hear some. I should probably address whatever is running. There should not be running water. That's irresponsible. There we go. God, is the floor that wet? Oh good, it's another mirror. Oh. Okay, I cannot see myself in this mirror. I was hoping I'd be maybe some sort of Mothman, perhaps. Disappointing. Can't do bathrooms again after PT. That's extremely fair. PT's so good. Below the knee prosthetic. How the hell did they... Something up the something. Can I flush? There's not enough water pressure, is what I'm seeing. I appreciate all the assets they have made. Effective when used as water poisoning, tracking poison. It's a very complete game so far. But it's stuff like this is why games are 2 to 3 hours long. It's depending on how many stuff you insist on picking up and reading up aloud. Have I played Clock Tower? Yes. Love Clock Tower. I've only ever played the first one. I think there was like a... I don't know if it's a sequel or a remake. I seem to recall that being a thing. I've only played the first one, but it rules. It's a great game and everyone should play it. Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. Oh, you know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and shoved his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know, gasp. In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I love you. Oh, that's so nice. Guys, so far, this game is giving me very Gone Home vibes, which I quite like. But that game got real spooky before it stopped being real spooky. So we'll see. Rose Dore, burnt umber sienna, some paint. interesting. Some storytelling happening there in the amount of booze listed. Imagine having that much paprika. Look at that big jug of paprika. A lot of sugar too. A lot of booze and a lot of sugar in this house. At what point do you think a rat jump scares us? Because they already planted that seed. Oh, I see. There's just like a puddle of booze here. That doesn't seem great. Ooh. Just a larder. Is there? There we go. Oregano, paprika, sugar, paprika. Okay, some dope-ass apples. Look at those apples. Okay. Totally fine and normal water. So much paprika, guys. It's really very startling. Yeah, they are paprika rich. They're flush in paprika. It's probably part of their sex play if they have that much. Ugh. That was very funny. I literally walked into that trap. Lil Vinny and partners got a rap problem? Call us now and forget about it. Fast, efficient, and discreet. Yep, that is for sure a rat trap. Are any more gonna pop off if I walk over here? No, okay. BDSMP, yes. Very specific subset. So presumably, I wonder, some of these are famous paintings, so I know we're not supposed to assume that this artist painted it. There's the Nightmare. That should be familiar for anybody who, like me, suffers from night terrors. Because that is a very common reference painting when talking about it. Yeah, some very, very normal paintings to have in your house. Ah! One thing that is fun for me is that people think I must be very hard to scare because of how much I love horror media and how much I consume and how much of it I consume academically. And that's true. I can definitely like get into a mode where I'm no longer pervious to scares. But I almost never do that because I don't want it. I want to be scared. I want to be spooked out, and so I want the jump scares, and I want everything creepy if possible. Been working all night. Don't wake me up. I don't have to listen to you.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare I stepped right on her toes, and when she...
Okay, it's done. It played. Opening in flames. Disastrous fire at the new department store leaves dozens fighting for their lives. I wonder if this is what happened to my fiance. Or this person's fiance. Ronald Sheffield. Remember that name. Oh, beautiful. Although, not much of a setting. That can't be real. Still pretty. Nice vanity set. Was that a gasp or was that the sound of this shutting? Okay, it was just the sound of it shutting. Sorry, couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up. Figured I might as well do some work. Lamia. Cool cane. Can I get this? Can this be in my inventory? No. Yeah, that's how I feel, cluster funks. Oh, jeez. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, we need to have a talk. Yeah, I'm into the horror because I like the scares. I won't be scared. By engaging with horror media, I'm giving consent to be spooked out, because I won't be spooked out. Night of the Opera becomes a night to remember. So-and-so might not just be a household name yet, but just give her time. Incredibly talented, multi-interested, gave an outstanding performance last night. Winning over even the most known art naysayers, she was simply astounding. Haven't seen some passion, energy, and skill in years. Harshest critics was finally seeing the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating that there's more to performing music than enthusiasm and a pretty face. Okay, so I guess my fiance was probably an opera singer of some variety. Some sort of actrice. I have not watched any of The Haunting of Bly Manor yet. Can I tell you guys a secret? I probably am not going to. I was really frustrated by The Haunting of Hill House. I just didn't care for it. The Haunting of Hill House is one of my favorite novels, and I think it was a bad adaptation, and I didn't agree with a lot of their choices. So I didn't enjoy watching it, and so although I have less strong associations emotionally with the turning of the screw, I'm less invested emotionally in Turn of the Screw, so I think I would probably like it more and be less frustrated with this sort of like adaptation, but not really an adaptation, or not an adaptation of any of the things that are good or important about the story. An adaptation in a certain way, in name, perhaps. I don't know, it just frustrated me. Bent neck lady, very scary. I liked what they did there. Interesting. Was it true all along? An astounding investigation by Professor at the Miskatonic University, uncovers the secrets of the magnificent story real. Yes, if you haven't read The Haunting of Hill House, I highly, highly recommend it. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous novel. It's beautiful. It's so moving. And once you've done reading that, you should also check out Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in This Castle, which is my favorite Shirley Jackson novel. Shirley Jackson's a master. If you love horror, even in the slightest measure, you should absolutely read her books. The Haunting of Hill House is one of the sort of forefathers of all modern haunted house stories. And that's itself is based on The House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne, I think. So it comes from a proud lineage. If you follow any other... Sorry. I love this painting. I love that he's holding up a letter. I love everything about what I'm seeing. I love We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I love it so much. I have a very good print on my wall that you guys can't see anymore because I moved it. That is about Mary Cat. Yes, the movie The Haunting. Yes, Giggle Lube. I 100% agree. I think The Haunting is really good. I guess the thing about the series for me is that like I don't think it was bad. I just wish it hadn't. I've talked to people who have seen that and who don't know that The Haunting of Hill House was a novel, and that sort of erasure just really frustrates me because it's just so good. All right, I'm going to focus on playing this game and not venting my frustration about how much I love Haunting of Hill House. Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some hard times right now. I really do. That's why I agreed to let you use these illustrations in the first place. For old time's sakes, I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you could draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedroom story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I'm already regretting agreeing to pay to a payment in advance. Please, get your shit together. Your old pal, Liam Brickstone. That is a good letter. That person cares about our alcoholic protagonist very much. I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you. Tonight is all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. This feels like a call response. I actually like this. This is a good painting and not nightmarish. Okay, yeah, that's what the story is. Okay, well, I see. Yes, I don't know how to say your username, Jaidi? But I agree, yes. The haunting, beautiful, gay. A lot of Shirley Jackson's novels are pretty queer. The Bird's Nest, I think, is one that has some like overt gay characters. Shirley Jackson's just so brilliant. This is very good and fucked up. But that is how Little Red Riding goes. So I don't know what Liam was expecting from us or the artist. As of yet, unsure who I am in this story. Phone off the hook. Okay. I'm gonna leave that light on, just in case things get spooky. What I understand about this game. Oh dear, is this a children's room? Oh god, are there dolls? Ooh. That must be a tree outside, right? Oh. Okay, just a normal kid's drawing. What I understand about this game is that the museum or the house that you're in gets very twisty and weird. I'm very excited about that. Choo choo. You ever get the feeling you're gonna turn around and things are gonna be spooky behind you? It feels like we're not quite there in the game, but that is gonna be one of these games. Cute. This is a cool crib. I don't know if this counts as a crib, but that's a cool bed. This kid is lucky. Okay. My key must not be to that. Okay. Is there... Okay. Do I have... I see, I have a key. Not certain where it goes. Maybe it goes to the workshop. Yeah! It's spooky time. Okay, just close behind me, that's fine. Okay. This is gonna be something creepy, huh, when I look at this painting, huh? Whatever it is gonna be spooky. Paint. What if I never look at it? I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come to me when you're done, before you go to sleep. A marriage falling apart. Tragic. Lack of communication between partners. You gotta talk to your loved ones. Miscommunication is so easy. Notes is not a good way of talking. Booze. Booze. Oh, and paintbrushes. That are just sort of like crammed together. In a creepy setting. Okay. Get it right this time. Okay, guys. I have a feeling that when I turn around and I look at whatever this painting is, it's going to be something spooky, and it's also going to change how the rest of this game goes. Alley-oop! Oh, that's a little bit disappointing. Oh, I see. It's covered up for a reason. The loud noise startled me. Lost it. You deserve. Finish it. Alright. Well. So, feels like I'm gonna go out through here. Things are gonna be different, maybe. Yeah, look at it's different. This mansion got so much smaller. Yeah, evil ambiance music is never a good sign. See some books. Reconnect with your partner. Oh, rebuild your relationship, rediscover the joy of marriage, rekindle the flame. Don't worry, you're not alone. Perfect relationships may look great on the silver screen, but the rest of us mortals have to face a simple truth. Nobody's perfect. And you know what? That's fine. In fact, many loving couples struggle with day-to-day life and relationships. Constantly altering. Alright. It's never too late. I bet that's a clue. My understanding is this game changes quite a lot with the decisions you make. So so I wonder if that's suggesting that maybe I can rekindle things with my fiance. Cool plant. Oh, there's my wife, fiance. The wall outside J Badger, it said just out of reach, and then it slammed down. Scraps of love. Sad. Just going in circles. Okay, so oh, is that actually a Caravaggio? No. Probably not. That seems to indicate that this artist maybe also got lost in... we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us, and especially our children. Please consider that not everybody is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police. Sincerely, your very tired neighbors. Presumably that means like a screaming argument fight. Look at this nerd. Some spooky wind happening outside. Save the date of... Oh, goodness. Goodness. That doesn't seem great. Ooh. Okay, so 3-digit number. I was hoping this. Oh, the 9th of June. Ah! I moved the entire game instead of the... Every time I release the spinner, it sends my mouse to the upper left corner of my screen for some reason. Ah! And so I keep moving. Okay. Maybe 069. That's just the only number I've seen, so... Oh, maybe 692? Yeah, that's a good bet at 2 o'clock. Nothing to it, gang. I'll keep searching, and maybe we'll... maybe we'll find something. Hey, we did it. It wasn't the thing that seemed like it was a clue. It was this other thing. 854. We were not close. I probably definitely want what's ever in here. The past holds back. Look closer.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
That's a gross way of approaching marriage. So I'm gonna have to turn you down, boys. I'm sorry. Yeah, bad vibes. Yeah, bad fucking vibes for sure. Creepiest proposal ever. Certainly agree. Oh, was this door always here? Wait a minute. Roll the footage. Was this door always here? I don't think this door was always here. Oh. You've been snooping around my workshop again! For the last time, you are not allowed in that room, even if the door happens to be open. I forbid it. This is your last warning. Next time, you'll have to look for a new job. That must be my painting assistant. Goodness. Do you think that was painted on the chair and somebody sat down and smeared it? Or are we gonna have to fight some sort of paint monster? By fight, I mean like run away from, obviously. Yeah, I agree. The horror genre has some regrettable fascinations with some regrettable people in a way that I think is just boring a lot of the time. Like, oh, you hate women. Oh, you're a serial killer who targets women. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Kind of boring. Whee! That's still going, huh? Whee! I'm gonna go... Boop. Oh, that was just an ocean. Okay. Maybe the paint monster was inside you all along. I would hate for that to be true. But it is a horror game, so maybe. Okay. Oh, golly. Face. Dust mice, even my lungs. There's always more. Grotesque vermin dirt. Ah! Why was that so scary? Oh god! That was so terrifying. Even though you have not yet been born, I can really already feel the presence. It's simply amazing. I just can't believe how lucky I am. A year ago, all I had was talent and ambition. Now, against the odds, I have a career-loving husband and you. I've never been a deeply religious person. As other people look for servant, I found perfecting my art. Now I can't help but feel like there's a higher power watching over me. They once told me that I would never succeed as a musician. Now I'm playing at sold-out concerts at some of the most prestigious venues in the country. I also said I had a difficult character, and I would never find a soulmate. Guess again. Finally, a doctor once told me I would never be able to have children on my own, and yet, here you are, within me. I'm quite possibly the happiest woman in the world. I love you so much. I mean, she definitely had a child with him. We went to that bedroom. Ooh. Ooh. Down the rabbit hole. Ooh. Cannot seem to open this door. Okay, guys. Just gonna pull this handle. Okay. I like how much they made that sound like rabbit scratches. Or not rabbit, rat nails scratching. Okay, I'm back here. I've made a loop. Okay, so I came in from here. And then I went and stand over by the thing that was here, and it was not that painting. Okay. Interesting. Cool. That one's Caravaggio. I'm pretty certain that one, this youth is Caravaggio. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Paint deep lies.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
Paint me like one of your French girls. Just had to do that. Just had to get that out there. I think the back painting of that one is also Caravaggio. Okay. That's like a little chamber. Broken chair. Ooh! Did that rat just run into the fire? And burn itself? That's not great. Ah! I'm sorry for screaming. Apologies if you're wearing headphones. Okay. That was a very good good. I'm glad this is premium content. That was a very good... one thing I love in horror games is how cognizant they are of leading the players to certain areas so that they can hit jump scares on them, because it's much easier to get a jump scare in a movie where the people are passive. It's a lot harder to set those up in video games, which is why video game jump scares are just so good. So the fact that that rat led into the fire and drew me into that direction in order to set me up for the psychedelic paint to melt, and then that sets me up for the second jump scare, That's good. That's good. That's good video game. I feel like one of these days I'm gonna open one of these cabinets up and it's gonna be not good for me. Something spooky there? Okay. Okay, see, and then it's letting me readjust. I have having an empty room. Ma'am?
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Ma'am? Okay, so that door's locked. I hope that means I can find a key and talk to her, maybe. Oh, right, the door closes. I should not have committed to this door. I should have opened the other door and see what was there. This is just going to be full of paprika, and that's not going to help me. I really like how the light is coming through these bottles, because that is a very interesting and ominous texture. It gives it almost like parts of it like human-shaped shadows, almost. And the broken bottles on the ground, so that I keep walking over them and getting startled, is just good. That's good game. Did I just see actual lightning outside? No, I think it was just an ambulance. Okay. I have looped. That was not broken before, I don't think. Maybe it was. The music's getting ominous again, guys. I think I feel like I'm in the past. That's how I feel right now. Because I don't see any terse notes. Oh gosh, I'm really wrecking. Oh gosh. Really just destroying this kitchen right now. Okay, what are you gonna be? Locked. So I have to go back this way. Oh. Should I answer the door? No thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you!
First, I looked for a canvas.
Oh.
Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife.
That's flesh, huh?
Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin.
Yeah.
Booze helped keep my hand steady.
What part of the body do we think that is? Oh good, now I've got a piece of the flesh canvas. This looks like it must be part of a body. This, like, a specific an anatomical feature, but I can't figure out. Yeah, in my experience, drinking does not steady my hand. What if I... Ooh. Oh, it's so dark. Okay, I'll go through here. This is fine. Oh, I see. I wonder if I have to... I guess I have to find the horrible pieces of this horrible book. Or this horrible painting? This must be a collection of all the stuff I found. Hate even now. Ooh, the shuddering. Oh, he's making flamingos. He drew flamingos. That's nice. I was expecting something spooky. But those are just flamingos, so that's okay. Ugh. First I looked for a canvas, not just any canvas. I see. I see. So there's must be 6 pieces of flesh for me to discover. Wonder how many rooms. I don't think there were 6 rooms in the opening section. It's kitchen, bathroom, studio. I love a spooky elevator. Should I pull this left or right, gang? Wow. Wow, left. Strong left. Okay, guys. Oh, sorry, Brandon Ship. You have been thoroughly outvoted. It might not matter. I'm sorry, it didn't matter. It won't let me go left. You were all wrong. You guessed, but you were all incorrect. Yeah, Brandon Chip, you have been vindicated. Argonautica, I think I worry it'd be so dark you wouldn't be able to see me. This is like half light, basically, for my room. Pretty cool elevator. Nice face. Okay, well, I guess I'll go through this door. Are you gonna make me? Am I gonna have to? Ah! 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 Okay. Ooh. Okay. I mean, it's definitely a painting. It's the painting of the little boy being creepy again. What a creepy little room. Is there a light? Gonna slam shut behind me? Oh good, a key. I love getting keys. I'm playing a video game. I get a key. I've done a good job. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you are upset, and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand that you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any future further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information of several specialists who would be more than competent to help you through these hard times. So, I think what I'm getting from the information we have so far is that... Oh, I can hear some music in the background. I think it's going to pop off when I open the store again. Yeah. I think this dude, I think his wife got burned. Possibly also their child got burned very badly. Yeah, defend the city. That's exactly what I think. I think she got disfigured, and so he stopped loving her because that's what you do when you don't actually love people. And so that is, I think, probably what's provoking his weird, horrible behavior.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Lovecraftian horror. This is very good. Lovecraftian's good. The elevator got creepier. Is the elevator still there? Could I take that? No, okay. Oh, pretty. I hear, I think, fire? Click, click, click. Okay. Ooh. Seems like maybe the place is on fire. Ooh, it feels like if I step over there, it's gonna fall through and send me to my doom. Should I let it send me to my doom? No. I refuse. Sorry. Sorry. Ooh, seems like a bad omen. Ooh, it seems like a bad sign. Ooh, click. Don't like that. Bad news. Oh, gonna be another big jump scare game. The following list is a compilation of the most common symptoms of schizophrenia. Okay. Blank expression stares off into space. Involuntary facial methods. Insomnia. Haven't noticed. Unusual gestures or postures. Unable to experience joy from activities. Depersonalization. Awkward, clumsy movement prone to anger, resentment. Lack of motivation. Suicidal tendencies? Okay. Okay, game. That rat trap didn't do anything. It was not successful. Oh, the music kicked up. The music kicked up, and that's a bad sign. Make up your mind. due for a big scare. It would be good if there was one last big scare before I stopped the stream so you guys could watch the New York Comic-Con panel. Doesn't it feel like we're due for a big scare? Ah! There it is. There's that painting. Where did that come from? Ah! I see. Yeah, this building is not very safe. Why was that so scary? He was just showing me how it was, and I was already there where it was, what it was. What it was. Looking at this painting just reminds me how excited I am to play Hades later. It's a Goya painting, that's what it is. I was like, I could not remember who the artist for that was. Oh, okay. I actually talked to the creative director of Hades today for a video I'm working on for Polygon. And it was a great conversation. He had a lot of fascinating stuff to say. A lot of rope, huh? Nothing weird about that. Oh, that's so... well, it was nice. For a moment I was like, what a nice little room. Fruit? Booze? Fruit? It cannot be undone. Can I walk through here? Yeah, hell yeah! Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh, regret. You cannot pet that dog. Good boy. Oh, did he skin his dog?
Honey, remember how you said it would be nice to have a cat so the baby could have someone to play with? Well, I just bought us a dog. Oh.
Dude sucks. But I think that's the point, so that's something. Rip. Rip dog. Okay, I think it is time. I was hoping for a clear stopping point. That stopping point was probably the moment before I stepped through the mirror, but I'm gonna call this as the stopping point. Okay, because the New York Comic-Con panel that I DM'd for the Tigtone guys just went live, and that it's gonna be very good. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys check it out. Let me grab the link real quick and drop that in the chat because it should be live. Hawk yeah! So I dropped the link in the chat if you guys want to go watch that. It's going to have a lot different energy from this horror stream that I've been doing, but it's good if you get a chance to watch it. I highly recommend it. Otherwise, thanks for coming and hang out with me for an hour. Probably going to try, I think maybe tomorrow. I haven't made up my mind about that, but I will definitely be playing through the rest of this game because it's really good so far. So with that, thank you for coming out and hanging out and for watching me scream. I hope that was enjoyable for you. Bye, guys.